My name is Abdul Rehman, and today we had a topic to talk with ChatGPT how to set boundaries in relationship and stay truly true yourself. And we had a question and answer session with ChatGPT and ChatGPT with us to talk with you to give us the answers of our question. And ChatGPT, would you like to give us the answer according how to set boundaries in relationships and stay true on your true yourself?
Absolutely. Setting boundaries in relationships is really about understanding and communicating your own needs and limits clearly and respectfully. It starts with self-awareness, knowing what you're comfortable with and what you're not, then communicating those boundaries openly and honestly, while also being open to listen to the person's perspective. Consistency is key. Enforcing your boundaries, respect helps maintain healthy hits. And of course, staying true to yourself means being honest about your values and not compromising them just to
Okay,
please others.
and let's begin our question and answer session. And my first question is that what does setting boundaries really means in the in context of relationship?
Great starting point. In the context of relationships, setting boundaries means defining what is acceptable and what is not, both emotionally and physically. It's about protecting your well-being and ensuring that both parties respect each other's and limits. Boundaries help maintain mutual respect, misunderstandings, and create a healthy dynamic where both individuals feel safe and valued.
Okay, that's very good your answer. And now tell me why are boundaries important for maintaining healthy relationships?
Boundaries are crucial because they create a foundation of mutual respect and trust. They help prevent resentment and burnout by ensuring that each person's needs and limits are honored. Boundaries also promote clear communication, reduce understandings and conflicts. Ultimately, they help maintain individuality within the relationship, allowing people to grow.
That's very good your answer. And now tell me what are some signs that someone needs to set stronger boundaries in their relationships?
Some signs include feeling consistently drained or overwhelmed after interactions, experiencing resentment or frustration, or feeling like your needs are consistently overlooked. Another sign is if you notice patterns of disrespect or if you feel guilty for prioritizing your own well-being. Also, if you find it difficult to say no without feeling guilty, that's a strong indicator. Ultimately, if you notice any patterns of discomfort or imbalance, it's a sign that stronger boundaries might be needed.
That's very good your answer. And now tell me how can a person clearly communicate their boundaries without sounding rude or harsh?
A great approach is to use clear but compassionate language. Start with I statements like I feel or I need, which helps focus on your experience rather than blaming the other person. Being direct but gentle is key. You can explain your boundaries calmly and respectfully. It also helps to be consistent and to choose a good time for the conversation. Preferably you are calm and receptive. And of course, listening to the other person's perspective and showing empathy can help keep the conversation positive and productive.
Okay, that's very good your answer. And now tell me what role does self-awareness play in determining personal boundaries?
Self-awareness is absolutely foundational when it comes to setting personal boundaries, understanding your own values, needs, limits, and triggers. And you're self-aware, you can more easily identify what makes you feel comfortable or uncomfortable, and that clarity helps you set boundaries that are genuine and aligned with who you are. It also makes it easy to communicate those boundaries confidently and consistently. Ultimately, the more in tune you are with yourself, the better you can protect your well-being and for relationships.
Okay, ChatGPT, now tell me why do many people feel guilty when setting boundaries, and how can they overcome their guilty?
A lot of people feel guilty when setting boundaries because they worry about disorders or causing conflict. Sometimes it comes from a desire to be light or to avoid feeling like a burden. To overcome that guilt, it's helpful to remind yourself that setting boundaries is a form of self-care and actually benefits the relationship in the long run. It helps create healthier dynamics and practicing self-compassion and reminding yourself that you deserve to have your needs met can also help. Over time, as you see the positive outcomes of healthy boundaries, that guilt usually diminishes.
Great your answer. And now tell me, how can someone identify the difference between healthy compromise and self-sacrifice?
That's a great question. A healthy compromise usually involves both parties giving and finding a balance that respects both individuals' needs and well-being. It's a mutual give and take where both people feel heard and respected. On the other hand, self-sacrifice often means one person consistently putting their own needs as the other, leading to imbalance and potential resentment. If you notice that you're constantly sacrificing your own well-being without any reciprocity, that's a sign it's leading towards self-sacrifice rather than a healthy compromise. Ultimately, the key is balance, mutual respect, and ensuring both people feel valued.
Okay, ChatGPT, now tell me, what are emotional boundaries and how can they be protected?
Emotional boundaries are essentially the limits we set to protect well-being. They help define how much emotional energy we share with others and protect us from being overwhelmed or manipulated. To set them, it's important to recognize your own emotional needs and limits and communicate them clearly and assertively. It also helps to practice self-awareness and check in with yourself regularly to ensure you're not overextending. So with supportive and respectful people who honor your emotions is also crucial. And of course, it's okay to reassess and adjust boundaries as needed.
That's very good, your answer. And ChatGPT, now I want to say, how can boundaries setting help prevent burnout and emotional exhaustion?
Boundaries are vital in preventing burnout and emotional exhaustion because they help you manage your energy and protect your well-being. When you set clear boundaries, essentially defining what you can and cannot take on, which helps prevent overcommitting and spreading yourself too thin. Boundaries also allow you to prioritize self-care and ensure that you have time and space to recharge. Ultimately, by honoring your limits, you create a health between giving and receiving, which is stress and keeps you energized and resilient.
That's good. That's good. And now tell me, how can boundaries improve trust and respect in a relationship?
Boundaries really lay the groundwork and respect because they show that each person values themselves and the other person. When boundaries are communicated clearly and respected, it builds a sense of safety and reliability. It shows that both parties are committed to maintaining a balanced relationship over time. This mutual respect strengthens trust because both people feel heard, valued. Ultimately, boundaries help create a more honest and open dynamic, leading to a deeper and more meaningful connection.
Okay, that's the very good your answer. And ChatGPT, now I am going to take my last question. Please tell me, what is your final message for people who struggle with setting boundaries but want to start today? So how he can start today and overcome from their struggles? Please give me the answer of my question.
Absolutely. My final message will be to start small and be patient with yourself. Begin by identifying one area where you can set a boundary and communicate it clearly. Remember that it's okay to feel uncomfortable at first. Boundary setting is a skill that grows with practice. Also, lean on supportive people and seek guidance when needed. Over time, as you experience the positive impacts of boundaries, your confidence grow. Ultimately, be kind to yourself and trust that setting boundaries is a powerful way to honor your work.
Okay, ChatGPT. Now our session is going to close now, and I say very warmly thanks to the people who are watching this show. Also, thanks to you. You give me the very good answers according to my question, and now I want to say that please take care, all of you. We will meet soon. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.